Welcome to our city. I'm Alonzo Jones, sitting in for Mayor Bowich, and here's what's going on this week around our city. On Wednesday, November 29th at 6 p.m., Mayor Bowich will join 2nd Ward Councilman Nelson Gonzalez and the residents of the 2nd Ward community at their annual tree lighting. The event will be held in Washington Park, which is located at the intersection of Lidgerwood and Washington Avenue. It will feature holiday songs, a visit from Santa, and much, much more. The entire family is invited to join and have an evening of caroling and fun. Then on Thursday, November 30th at 5:30 p.m., Mayor Bowich will join the Midtown Elizabeth Special Improvement District at their annual tree lighting ceremony. This event will be held at the pedestrian plaza, which is next to the Elizabeth train station on East Grand Street. It will feature a visit from Santa, music, giveaways, and much, much more. For more information, please call 908-355-9600. Then on Sunday, December 3rd, Mayor Bowich will attend a mass and reception in honor of the 44th anniversary of Our Lady of Fatima Church. On Monday, December 4th at 5:30 p.m., Mayor Bowich will join the 3rd Ward Councilman Kevin Canary, the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts at the annual 3rd Ward tree lighting. This event will take place at the intersection of Summit Road and Park Avenue. It will feature a visit from Santa, caroling, fun, and much, much more for the entire family. The 3rd Ward annual tree lighting ceremony will be held December 4th at 5:30. That's just a reminder. If you need more information concerning these events or any other events, please contact the Public Information Office at 908-820-4124. We'll be back with this week's segment after these words. Thank you.
Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kane University.
Welcome back to our segment of Our City this week, where we'll be pleased to be talking about a great event, which is the annual Jingle Bell Run and Shop with a Cop. Joining me for the first segment as we talk about the Jingle Bell Run is Detective Paul Pasternak. Welcome, Paul.
Thank you, Alonzo.
Now, you've been here before, right?
I have, yes.
Well, welcome back anyway.
Thanks.
Also, Kate, pronounce your last name for me.
Vieni.
Vieni. And you're a physical therapist.
Correct.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And Cameron O'Connell.
Yep.
You're a patient.
Yes, I am.
And you're going to be running in this event.
Yes, I will.
Are you looking forward to it?
Definitely.
Now, to your left is a man who's run many races, so if you need any coaching or any advice, I strongly talk to him.
Sounds good.
Will this be your first run?
Yeah, it will be.
Talk to Paul. He'll guide you through it.
I don't know, he looks awful fast. I'm probably going to be following him, I'm sure.
So before we get started, Kate, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a physical therapist. I've been working at Children's Specialized for just over 10 years, and I've been working in the chronic pain program since it started a little over 5.5 years ago.
Okay. And Cameron, we touched on you briefly. Anything special you want us to know about you?
Yeah, I'm a sophomore at Coastal Carolina University. I graduated from Metuchen High School in 2016, and growing up I was primarily an athlete. I was all-state for soccer, sectional champion in track and field, and over the course of the last year I started having chronic pain. So it was something that was new to me, and yeah, before I found the pain program, I saw over 20 doctors, and they didn't really know what was wrong with me, but I was referred to the pain program, and I came in unable to do like basic everyday tasks, and now I'm able to run when I leave.
Congratulations. You're looking forward to you completing this now.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me you were an athlete. I thought this was your first.
I was an athlete.
Okay.
I am now too.
And Detective Pasternak, what is the Jingle Bell Run?
Well, the Jingle Bell Run is a 5K run, which is 3.1 miles, and we have it every year for the last 7 years. This is our 7th annual. Many police officers help me, with this great task. We close the streets. It's down at the mall, the Mills at Jersey Gardens. They're one of our partners, and we offer some prizes, some cash prizes for the first, second, and third place female overall, and first, second, and third place male overall. Everybody has a great time. Santa, who's very busy during the season, he comes and he does a fun run with the children with us before our 5K event. And then afterward we have pancakes and our award ceremony, and it's usually a great time for everybody. Good family event, and it all takes place, the award ceremony and breakfast take place in the food court at the mall. It's great.
Now, being that you're an avid runner, the running season is year-round, or does it stop? I thought it stopped like October.
Well, for runners, we run year-round. I know Kate's a runner, and
Yes.
she runs year-round, and I think Cameron does his sports all year-round as well. So to people who are into it, we do it year-round. Cold, wet, doesn't matter for us. But we've been very fortunate with our weather, and it's been pretty good. Last year was a little cold, but we've been pretty lucky in the 7
Well,
years.
we've had a
with our weather.
warm October, so there's going to be a warm December for you also, so don't worry about it. Warm weather. You got it. So what is the reason behind the start of this event?
Well, when we first, I was telling Kate prior to coming out that the whole idea of the event, when these friends of mine and myself decided to do this run down at the mall, to benefit a different charity every year. And the first year we did it, our beneficiary was not Children Specialized. Well, the second year came along, and we were keeping true to what we decided. We were going to change the beneficiary, and we picked Children Specialized. Well, they were nice enough to bring us on a tour of the hospital, and we met some incredible people like Cameron and Kate, and we're hooked. And they are the beneficiary of the Jingle Bell Run 5K every year.
So the funds that are raised, how do the funds raised how do they benefit the hospital?
All different ways. So whether it's new technology, equipment that we're able to use within the hospital for the patients, throwing different events, any opportunity really. This year the program is going to be receiving most of the funding, and we hope to use it to grow our awareness of the chronic pain program, new technology that's out there that we really could use to help impact during our treatment sessions.
And Cameron, is this your first 3K or?
I used to run 5Ks back in high school, but it's my first one in a few years.
Did I say it right, Paul? 5K or 3K?
It's 3.1 miles.
3.1 miles.
But it's 5 kilometers.
Okay. And how much preparation goes into organizing an event like this?
For me, nothing, because I got a great staff of people that do everything for me. No, actually, there's some running around leading up to it, but everybody, when they find out that you're raising funds for the chronic pain program for Children's Specialized Hospital, they give their time and they give their efforts to put it all together. So,
just in case someone is not familiar with it, define chronic pain. What is chronic pain?
So chronic pain is kind of an umbrella term that we use to kind of fit a number of diagnoses. So we primarily treat one's amplified musculoskeletal pain syndrome. Another one is CRPS, which stands for complex regional pain syndrome. And essentially what it is, to differentiate it from acute pain, is anything that doesn't heal and recover within like your typical timeline. So someone could suffer an illness or an injury and they don't get better. And chronic pain is something that eventually ends up, interfering with your daily function. So within Children Specialized, it's primarily, young adults and adolescents who are unable to do their daily routine. So going to school, social and leisure opportunities, participating in sports. So it affects the patient, it affects the family unit to the extent that they're unable to function as a young individual. So they come into the hospital and participate in an intensive program where they receive physical therapy, occupational therapy, psychology services, over a few weeks, and they're in intense services for 5 to 6 hours a day. It's a very intense program, but they work really hard, and we've had really successful outcomes.
Okay. And Cameron, how long have you been attending the hospital there?
3 weeks today.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the run? You excited?
Yeah, I am. Before I came into the hospital, I was I was unable to perform really basic tasks like tying my shoe. I had trouble with pretty much anything, but with the help of the therapist over the last 3 weeks, when my parents come and visit me, they say that they see a different person. So it's worked very well for me.
Glad to hear that. Now, Paul, can anyone participate in the run?
Absolutely. Anybody and everybody. We want them to come out. Our numbers have gone up year to year, and we had roughly around 300 runners last year, which was our biggest ever. I'm glad you mentioned anybody participate. I have put these all over the city, so if anybody has seen our poster or our registration forms, there are ways to do that through filling out our application, or you can go online, and we have a website that takes you directly to registration.
What's that website?
I'm glad you asked. It's www.jinglebellrun5k.org. So it's all one word. It's jinglebellrun5k.org.
And in case someone does not know, where would this event take place?
It takes place at the Mills, Jersey Gardens Mall, which is 651 Kepkowski Road in Elizabeth. And the race is on December 10th, 2017, and the 5K event starts at 8:30. But we encourage people to get there early so they can run with Santa. They can, do the 5K race and stay late, hang around, and have our breakfast, and then do some shopping at the mall.
Now, in previous years, you had a special guest. I don't know if this person's going to show up again or not, but it's one of my all-time favorites. You know what we're talking about?
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Mayor Bowich.
I'm sorry?
Mayor Bowich, right?
Yeah, Mayor Bowich comes every year to our race. He starts the race. But I thought you were referring to a former Super Bowl winner. We became friendly with Stephen Baker.
That's what I'm talking about,
Who's
yes.
more commonly known as the touchdown maker of the 1990 Super Bowl Giants. He's a big supporter of Children's Specialized Hospital. He's a really sincere individual, and he donates some of his time to come down and help us with and he participates in the event, and he's done so for the last couple of years. So we're hoping, we don't know his schedule, but we're hoping he's going to show up.
Well, I'm a lifelong Giant fan. I'm glad you got Stephen Baker, not one of the guys that lost to the 49ers the other week. So
I agree.
these are the real Giants you're getting there.
I agree.
How much does it cost to register for the run, and what does the registration fee include?
Well, all of the money that we raise goes to Children's Specialized Hospital and to the chronic pain program. That's the benefit. It's $35 to register, and day of is $40 to register. And again, do it through the internet. You can give any kind of credit card or debit card or any way to do it, any way you want to do it that way. Or you can do a cash or check mail-in with our registration forms.
Now, Cameron has stated that he's going to run. Kate, are you running?
I am. I've run the race in 3 previous years, so this will be my 4th time participating.
Now, are you a runner who's going for time or just having a good time?
Both. I am a runner, but this will just be for fun, because I'll be pushing my daughter in a stroller, so
Okay.
a little extra work.
And Cameron, just out there for fun, having a good time, or are you
Yeah.
trying to compete against the clock?
I'm just thrilled to be able to compete in the run, honestly.
Run next to Kate.
Yeah. Maybe
he can help
some
push the
competition.
stroller.
In case she wants to quit midway
Yeah.
through, you can inspire her a little bit.
Definitely.
And this guy, I know he's going to run backwards and forwards through it. How many runs have you done this year?
Probably about a dozen or so different events that I've done.
And what makes this one special is some of the prizes that you have to offer. What are the prizes for this year?
Right, we've got great prizes donated by IKEA. They donate our top prize. It's $250 for the first place female and $250 in an IKEA gift card for the first place male. We also have numerous stores in the mall donate gift cards. Our second place finisher gets could be a gift card from Modell's, who's a big sponsor of ours. Tommy Hilfiger is another one, and every year the cards vary in different stores, but it all totals. It's $250 for the first place, $100 for the second place, and $50 for the third place winners.
And do any of the children attend the run?
I don't know if any current patients typically attend. I think as far as our chronic pain population, if they were in the hospital and interested, I think we would encourage them to participate. But I think past patients have been there before, and we'd encourage them to come back out as well.
Okay. I don't know if you know, Paul, but as of today, roughly how many people would you say have registered?
Probably somewhere in the area of 60 to 75 folks. A lot of people like to come out and register the day of. So we're on track for a good number this year. We're okay. It's early yet.
What I would say what makes this run different, although I haven't been there myself, I've seen the pictures, and it seems like, unlike other races, everyone has a smile on their face at this run. Why is that?
I think just, well, listen, I run the thing, so I just have a good time. Kate, why don't you answer that? I mean, as being a runner in the field.
Yeah, just the community. There's really positive energy, and it is a cold day, but we all bundle up. Everyone gets jingle bells. You put on your sneakers. So I just think it's all over just a great environment, really positive.
Because most races you see pictures and people are just frowning or whatever, but this one, everyone has a bright smile on their face, and it's like whether you run or not, it's a day that you should be there. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, people dress up. They they dress up with some kind of little costume, reindeer costume, or some festive holiday look to them. We had a bunch of superheroes there from the Union County Sheriff's Department and Union County Corrections Guards. They dress up as superheroes. So we had Thor, we had Wonder Woman, we had Captain America. We had a bunch of the Hulk. We had a couple of great ones last year, and we're going to invite them back this year. The kids get a real kick out of it. It's great.
So once someone, again, wants to participate in the run, how do they contact you, and what information do they need to get in touch?
Well, they need to fill out the forms that are online. Like I said, go on jinglebellrun5k.org, or just fill out the application with, and we just need basic information. And you pay your $35 pre and $40 day of, and you can run and you get a great day with us, And we have a breakfast afterward, which is sponsored by IHOP. IHOP sponsors the breakfast. And it's a good time. Okay.
So before we close, Cameron, is there anything you want to add?
All the money is going to a great cause, and I know personally that the pain program helps a ton of people, and it's turned around my life for sure.
And Kate, anything you want to add?
I mean, it is a great organization. I've been there since it began, and it continues to grow, and it's a very rewarding population to work with, and kind of getting these patients and families back to their daily life. So, agreeing with Cameron, it really is a great place to be.
Paul, closing remarks?
I just want to appreciate you for having me on, Mayor Bolwich for showing up and supporting. The Mills does a great job, and to Cameron and Kate for coming on, and the work that Kate does with everybody at the chronic pain program at Children's Specialized.
And one more time, the date and time, please.
It's December the 10th, 2017. Starts at 8:30 in the morning. It's at the Mills, Jersey Gardens Mall, and it's the Jingle Bell Run 5K. It's great. I
Okay.
promise you'll have a good time if you come out. Promise.
I told you the picture everyone has a smile, so you're not telling me anything I don't know. So I'm going to run with you. And,
Sounds good.
Take it easy that day. I mean, don't burn me out the first time out. Okay?
Well, I'll try.
All right. Thanks a lot. Wish you guys the best and warm weather that day.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the second half of our segment of Our City after these words. Thank you.
We're an American original. Dependable, historic, nuanced. With all the comforts of home, even when you're just visiting. So we're celebrating for all that we've left untouched and all that we've changed. A place where the past meets the future. So consider this your invitation.
We've been celebrating here in Elizabeth for 350 years, and we're just getting started.
Welcome back to the second half of Our City, where I'm pleased to be joined with Joe McDonough, who's the detective for the Elizabeth Police Department, and also Miss Kaylee McGuire she's a manager of the community program at Children's Specialized Hospital. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
And Kaylee, I'm going to start with you because I'm quite sure I didn't give you the proper title there. I kind of ad-libbed it, but
right.
your title is?
The manager of community programs.
Okay, not too far off. And Joe, you are?
A detective in Elizabeth.
How long have you been a detective there?
I've been a detective now for about 9 years, a police officer for 23.
So somehow or another, there's a great event that we talked about in the first half, but it's kind of combined forces with your program there.
Yes.
And tell us, how did this all come about?
We nicknamed it Shop with a Cop. It came about, I'm going to guess, close to 13 years ago. A family friend of ours, Nancy Kaznecki, who at that time worked for Children's Specialized Hospital, called me up and asked me if I had a couple officers that would help just walk around with the children as they wanted to, the hospital wanted to take them shopping at the mall. Mm-hmm. And I said, sure, not a problem. She gave me the amount of kids that we're going to have. At that time, I'd only been 10 or 12. So I got 10 or 12 police officers to volunteer their time to come out there. And we decided, of course, to put a spin on it. And we decided that we were going to take the kids shopping. Not the parents, not the hospital staff, that we were going to take them shopping. So we took the children shopping that day. And that happened about 12 years ago, and here we are today.
And Kaylee, how long have you been working with this program?
I've been working at Children's Specialized for about 8 years.
And how long have you been involved with Shop with a Cop?
Probably maybe 6.
About 6.
4, yeah, 5 or 6.
And how do you like it?
It's incredible. These guys, they're very impressive what they do. The first year that I went, I remember just not knowing what to expect, and I was blown away.
She was a little overwhelmed.
I was blown away by their compassion and just what they do for the kids.
So Joe, you said 10 kids to start with. The numbers have grown over the years. Is it difficult getting the police to participate with this event?
Not at all. We've had, I think, as many as 36 one year. And a lot of times we don't know the exact number to the week of because some of the children are sick that week. So it could change, but police officers, once you come one time, they're hooked on it.
Right.
The fun that they have, watching the kids requesting the same cops over and over again. I get officers that come with their families. My family's been helping me out since day one on this. You have officers that come off the midnight shift. They get off at 7 in the morning. They'll come down there and help Paul with the Jingle Bell Run, set up with that. They'll stay there, and then right after the Jingle Bell Run, we do the Shop with the Cop, and they stay for that duration. So getting officers is not a problem.
And Kaylee, what's some of the needs of the children?
So the participants of this program, they're part of the program called Friday Night Fever. And so they all have different special needs or disabilities. So we have some teens that have autism spectrum disorder or cerebral palsy or seizure disorder, but it's really for any teen that has a special need, whether it be physical, cognitive, or emotional.
Okay. And over the years, Joe, what's the response of the policemen who participate in this event?
They look forward to it. A lot of guys will start hitting me up with text messages, phone calls at headquarters. Hey, what day is it? What day is it? What's the date? I need to know this. All right, let me see if I'm off. Let me see if I'm working. I want to see if my son's available, my daughter's available. Hey, my wife was asking about it. The guys look forward to it, and then they'll also ask me, is this child coming? Is that child coming? Can I get the same child I had for the last couple of years? Or some of the kids graduate from the program at, I think, age 21. And they're like, wait a minute, I think my child was 21 last year. Who do I get this year?
Right.
So it's fun.
So there's a
for the
bond
officers.
between the
Oh, absolutely. There's officers that still keep in touch with some of the kids throughout the year, not just that day.
Did you see this happening when you envisioned this program or no?
Oh, not at all. We just did it just to try to give something back, to have a little fun, of course, to just do a little more than what was asked for, and it just spiraled into this great event.
And Kaylee, how many children does the hospital care for each year?
We've served almost over 30,000 children a year, so we're about right over there. Yeah.
And what's the response of the children that participate in this event?
They look forward to it. Yeah, the program that we run is Friday Night Fever runs all year round, like all of our other community programs, but they look forward to this opportunity. Most of the times when they come to our program, they're interacting with our staff and volunteers on a regular basis. This gives them a chance to really spend some special time with the officers and their community.
And Joe, how does it work now? They've matched up with the child. Who picks what store they go to, and how?
What we do is we have a relationship with the mall down at Jersey Gardens and some of the stores. So we also try to get a list from Kaylee or from the parents of what the child's shopping for. The child is shopping usually for one of their family members.
Okay.
They're not shopping for themselves. So we're taking this child to go holiday shopping for a family member. So we try to see what the list is, and then we know which stores to take them to, and there's other stores that they're on board with us with these programs. So they're welcoming the children into the stores also. So we try to favor those stores that are looking forward to bringing the children in and helping them out to spread out their gift card a little further.
Do you find it to be a plus that it happens the same day as the Jingle Bell Run?
Yes, it used to be 2 different days. And that was a plus itself because it was a little less hectic because it gets very busy. But as Paul Pasternak will tell you, like the way both of us work, I guess the crazier it is, the better we work. We just combined it in one day, and we just dedicate the one day to Children's Specialized Hospital.
And Kaylee, do you participate in the Jingle Bell Run? Do you run?
I have not. Usually I'm there trying to answer and field families' phone calls as they're trying to get in when the event's going on. So usually they're helping to set up and prep. But a lot of my coworkers run. So.
Okay. And Joe, do you participate in the run, or are you busy also?
I have, but then I had to stop because I have to then start preparing for the other event, because while the run's going on, we block off the roads down by the mall, so now the families can't get in. So we'll stage them in a certain area, and then once the run's away from there, we'll help quickly escort them into their reserved parking area.
So if someone wants to volunteer at the Children's Hospital, how can they do so?
If they contact us, they can go to our website at www.childrens-specialized.org, and there's a link right on the page for volunteers and to learn more, and you can submit an application and call us directly.
Right. I don't know if you can help me on this one, but the funds that are raised at the Jingle Bell Run will be going towards the chronic pain program. Tell us how this year's event will benefit its current patients.
So the funds that are donated from the Jingle Bell Run will go to the chronic pain program and help with supporting any of the new technology that they are looking to purchase, and just supporting the growth of the program as well. So they are definitely growing in how many children they serve.
Okay. And is there anything else you'd like to add about this year's event, Joe?
No, we look forward to it every year. I want to thank all the police officers in Elizabeth, all the PBA members that support us, and our executive board that's always behind me, helped me do this. All the money raised for this event is from the officers that are in the city of Elizabeth.
And between the shopping with the cop and the Jingle Bell Run, what times did they get started for you that day?
I'm usually down there at a brisk 6 a.m.
And what time does Paul normally show up?
About 6:05.
Is he coming running, or is he driving? And
He's usually running. Hopefully, brings the coffee.
That's okay. And Kaylee, is there any final remarks you'd like to have?
Yeah, I just thank the Elizabeth Police. They are incredible for what they do for our teens. It gives them an opportunity to go out and shop for their family and loved ones, where normally a lot of times it's their parents that are buying those presents for them. So it's a really special time for them, and we're very grateful, and so are our kids.
And is there a contact number or some information you'd like to give to the public?
If they want to get involved or make a donation to it, they could call the Elizabeth PBA office. That's 908-527-6540.
I want to thank you both for coming out. Much continued success.
Thank you.
Great endeavor right there. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in for this week's segment of Our City. Everyone have a safe and wonderful week. Thank you.
We're creating tomorrow's jobs today. Kane University.